A team of University of Canterbury education researchers have been awarded an innovation medal for its groundbreaking mahi to help teachers gain better tikanga and cultural skills. The team, called Te Kāhui A Te Rūrangahau, developed a series of user-friendly guidebooks for teachers called the Hikairo Schema Book Series to help foster cultural responsiveness and inclusive teaching methods. Dr. Matsu Ratima no te whakatohia Ngāti Pūkeko is a senior lecturer at Canterbury University and part of the team that won the UC Council 2022 Innovation Medal, and is with us now. Tēnā koe, Dr. Ratima. Thank you for joining us.
Tēnā koe, Neil. Tēnā koutou te motu.
Congratulations to you and your team for winning the award for innovation. Why is this so important, and what's different about this suite of resources?
Well, I have to say, to be 100% honest with you, the Innovation Award itself is not all that important to me and the team. What's really important is that the resources are simple, practical guides to culturally responsive teaching that can go directly into the hands of teachers, and in a matter of minutes, hours, days of preparation, they can be engaging and working on developing their practice and becoming better teachers for their tamariki, all of their tamariki, but especially for their Māori tamariki, where we know the need is so great.
Yep. And that's the important piece, right? So what is the Hikairo Schema Book Series? Where did the name come from, and why was this name selected for the series?
Oh, kia ora, Neil, yeah. So Hikairo, the name, if we start with the name, Hikairo was the name of the leader of Ngāti Rangi Wewehe, who was prominent in around 1806. And he's the inspiration for the series of the books because although he was an established warrior, he was also a skilled diplomat. And so at a time within the iwi where frictions were boiling over and there was the potential for conflict and bloodshed, he used his skills of diplomacy and of understanding and of listening, and then making a plan and taking action to smooth the way and to make sure to bring the iwi together as one. So we think that these are the skills, and this is the inspiration that all teachers actually need in the classroom. Any classroom can be quite a volatile situation at any time when you've got lots of little characters running around and wanting to pull in different directions. So the teacher actually, part of the skill is listening carefully to what the tamariki and the whānau need, making a plan that's responsive, and then taking action.
So how then... Yeah, nice. So how then do young Māori learners benefit from these books, along with the mātauranga you're sharing?
So the key thing is, we believe for our tamariki, the thing that's really missing in mainstream education is that knowledge of and respect for who we are as Māori. And, we have these persistent achievement gaps, and we believe that one of the underpinning, or research is telling us that one of the underpinning causes for that is a lack of understanding and awareness of Māori learners, of respect for their identity. So how will they benefit? As teachers come to understand, integrate aspects of te reo, integrate elements authentically of karakia, of waia, of mihi, and of kotahitanga into the everyday practice in their classrooms, all tamariki will benefit. All tamariki will benefit, but most especially our Māori tamariki.
Yeah, I love this. So by Māori, for Māori, and that's something we've heard of so much more recently. Now, one of the challenges must always be to help teachers teach this kaupapa. How do these books help teachers not only understand the kaupapa, but support their teaching?
So this is the key to the innovation in the book series, the question that you've just asked.
Yep.
Because what we do have is a lot of established research which tells us that cultural competence and confidence in teachers makes them better teachers. And teachers are convinced of that. By and large, they know that's true. They're not arguing against that. What they want to know is how to do it in the classroom. What they don't know, if they don't come from, or they're not steeped in a multicultural background, is what is that actually going to look like in the classroom? So the books are simple. The longest one of the series is only 60 pages. they're packed full of practical strategies that you can read the strategy, you can apply it, and they are written in a workbook form where you can then reflect on how did that go, what went well, what didn't go well, what could I do differently or better, what actually support and tautoko do I need from my colleagues, from the hapori, etc. And so the teacher begins to engage in a cyclic practice of reflection with a clear ambition to develop their cultural competence.
Dr. Ratima, do they get support? Like, do they need Māori to help them through these projects? And what's your ultimate goal for the project? What are your expected outcomes?
The support is something that us as a mainstream system really needs to work on. We know this stuff works. We had the Kotahitanga project, which was a 5-year fully funded ministry project, which involved hundreds of schools and took lots of data. And what they showed is when these principles are put into practice in a sustained way across the school, it leads to improvement in literacy and numeracy gains for the whole school, but especially for Māori students. So we know that it works, but what we haven't had is the commitment to carrying on that funding in the environment. So at that level of support, there's still work to be done.
Okay.
We of course, when people pick up the books and use them, and of course they're going to have issues and struggles, we're there to support. And so that's what we do, is encourage and make ourselves available to teachers and schools to go in and support them.
I love this. Awesome. Dr. Matthew Ratima, Senior Lecturer at Canterbury University, thank you so much for joining us today, and congratulations again on winning that innovation medal. Ngā mihi.
Tēnā koe te motu.